Peace and blessings, budget fam. Welcome to another video from Lenore Budgets. My name is Jay, and in today's video, we are going to be cash stuffing my sinking funds. So if that's something you're interested in, please stay tuned. Alrighty, so let's get into this video. But one thing that I want to do is I want to be able to provide information to anyone watching my videos that that is pertinent to your budgeting / debt-free journey, even though your journey may not look like mine. So one thing that I want to do is talk about savings accounts in general, because most of us on this journey have at least one savings account. Some people have multiple because they have each one of their sinking funds in a separate savings account, and some people only have one, but I'm pretty sure most of us on this journey have at least one savings account. So I want to discuss this thing called Regulation D. So just in case you're not familiar with it, a lot of times we don't read the fine print when we're opening up accounts with the banks. So I just want to make sure that you are aware that the federal government says that in order for an account to be considered a savings account, you must not have more than 6 withdrawals within a statement cycle. Now, that is not a calendar month, that is a statement cycle. So it's going to be important for you to know your statement begin date and your statement cutoff date. And within that period, you do not want to go over 6 withdrawals. Now, that comes in handy. Well, knowing that comes in handy if you have short-term sinking funds. If you are cashless like myself and you use prop money, because this is prop money that I'm going to be stuffing my sinking funds with, if you actually are depositing your sinking funds and it's a short term, I have gifts open here as an example because it is a very good example, because I'm always in and out of my gifts sinking funds. I'm making deposits into it, but then I'm also going back and pulling funds out based on my birthdays where I need to buy for. So with that being said, I have to be mindful that whenever I have events coming up that I need to take money out of this account for, then I need to be mindful and make sure that I do not go over my 6 withdrawals a statement cycle. Because if you go over 6 withdrawals within a statement cycle, you're probably going to get some type of warning notice from your financial institution, whether that be via email, physical mail, whatever your delivery preferences are that you have set up on your account. They will contact you and let you know, hey, you are making excessive withdrawals from your savings account. And typically they will give you a few warnings, but if you continue to repeat that same pattern and continue to withdraw more than 6 times from your account within that statement cycle, they will turn your savings account into a checking account. Okay? They will close your savings account, open up a checking account, and put that money in that account for you, and you can, make your withdrawals and deposits as freely as you choose. But that checking account probably isn't earning you interest. I know we're not getting a lot of interest these days, right now anyway, but still, you probably don't want another checking account. You probably want your savings account. Now, that doesn't mean you can't go back and open another one, but like I said, if you continue to repeat that cycle and continue to make more than 6 withdrawals in a statement period, they will continue the statement cycle. Then they can definitely have the right to turn your savings account into a checking account. Okay, so please be mindful of that. I wanted to make sure that anyone who watches my videos is getting some good information from them, whether your journey looks like mine or not. So hopefully that's something that's beneficial to you. I'm doing this little tidbit of information occasionally throughout my videos. So if you could please let me know in the comments below if that was beneficial for you. Did you know about Regulation D? Yay or nay? Please let me know. I mean, I really want to be able to provide value in my channel. And so I want to be able to provide, different tidbits of information because I have learned a lot. They say experience is a good teacher. And I have learned a lot throughout my financial journey. And so I want to be able to share what knowledge I have with you and what I have experienced personally. I am not a financial expert, but I want to let you know what I have experienced personally throughout my financial journey so that hopefully it will help you. So like I said, please let me know in the comments down below if this information was beneficial to you and whether or not you were already aware of the Reg D violation or the Reg D rule, or if this was something new for you. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into my cash stuffing video. So I am trying something here. I have my handy dandy iPad. I am going to go ahead and open this up and get this set up here. So hopefully you can see that. If you watched my last video, you know that I am stuffing $330. So for the 2-4 pay period, I had $330 that I am actually stuffing into my sinking funds. And over here, I have already written down the amounts that I actually had in my Budget Mom budget book. Okay, so I decided to take that information and use this sinking funds sheet, digital sinking fund sheet that I have in GoodNotes. I decided to see if I like this method because I like to keep track of my balances and so that I can make sure that my total balance actually matches what's in my bank account. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to stuff each one of my categories, and then we're also going to write down the actual balance in each one, and then at the end we're going to add everything up and get a total, and then I'm going to match that back to what's in my bank account to make sure that it's correct. Now my bank account is going to be a little bit more just because of interest that the money has earned, but it should be, pretty much similar. I'm going to try to keep this straight. Of course, I'm right-handed, which means I need it to be tilted a little bit, but I'm going to try to keep this as straight as possible so that you guys can see it, and hopefully you can. All right, so I have my Apple pencil. It's in this case. As you can see, guys, I love purple, but I didn't even realize that this cover actually matched so perfectly back to my budget binder. I didn't realize it until I picked it up to do this video. So that's pretty cool. But like I said, I love shades of purple and lavender and all of that. So if you guys haven't noticed yet. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Guys, I brought me some Sort Quick. It's in this cute little egg shape thing, but it's just regular Sort Quick. I'm going to try this to hopefully make grabbing this money, because this prop money is so new. Okay. Now this is going to be a problem. I need to change my settings. Okay, so because my prop money is so new, it tends to stick. So that's why I was like, let me get something so I can make sure that we are good to go. All right, so this pay period, we are stuffing $100. We're stuffing $100 into home. So I'm just going to grab 100, and that gives us $210. So 1, 2, and 10. I have already completed these trackers that are in here to save time. So we're going to go ahead and put this in here. We have $210. So we added 100, and so that is going to leave us with 210. All right, next is actually, it's in my miscellaneous thing, but it's actually for social media. We are going to stuff $20. So we had 20 and we are adding another 20, which gives us $40. So we now have $40 in social media. And again, this is for any Etsy purchases that I decide to make, and also for my YouTube giveaways. I'm trying to figure out when I want to do my first YouTube video. First YouTube giveaway. Most people, you know, they go ahead and do it as they, you know, based on their subscriber count. I kind of want to go ahead and do one simply because I have gotten rid of some debt. So if you watched my last video, you know that I've paid off some things, and I feel like that's cause for celebration as well. So I may actually try to do something in the very near future. So please stay tuned for that. For the 2-4 pay period, we are adding $50 to Rainy Day, which is actually a bill fund. So that is going to bring us to 170. So we're just going to take a 50 from over here. That gives us 150 and 70. So of course I have it labeled here as 1 month ahead because originally I was going to try to get 1 month ahead on all of my bills, but I think I'm just going to use this just to save $3,000 is my goal, just to save 1 month of bills, so that if anything should happen, I am not over here stressing about how my bills are going to get paid. So next up is my personal sinking, which is getting $20. So that's going to bring us to 133. So let's see. So all we're going to do is just add a 20 here. So that gives us 100, 20, 10, 2, and 3. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Today is Saturday, and we actually have some nice weather today. So guess what? I might actually go out and get my car cleaned up. If you've been watching my videos, then you already know I've been talking about getting my car cleaned up for the longest. But we actually have some sunshine going today. It looks like it might be nice outside. Probably still cold, but at least it might be nice. So maybe we can get that done today. For gifts, I'm going to add 25. So that is going to bring us to $224. It should. So let's see here. We're gonna put this 20 and then this 5. So let's see if we have 224. 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 215, 220, 22, and 24. So we have 224 in gifts. Guys, I had 2 birthdays in January that I still have not bought for. They're for my some little kiddos in my family. And I have actually not seen them because of the weather and everything. Like I said, I haven't been going out much. So I actually haven't seen them. So I haven't taken that money out yet. But I also have another birthday that's coming up February 12th. So I figure what I will do is just take all of the money out that I need at one time and get all 3 gifts at one time. And that will cut down on, you know, the number of withdrawals from my savings account if I go ahead and take care of everybody else at once. And then I don't think I have any additional birthdays until probably around May. So I'll be able to, you know, get this totaled up, get this added up and, well, built up so that we can be prepared for the next birthday. And I have a graduation in June. So yeah, we have to make sure we get this ready for those upcoming gifts. Alrighty, so for car, we are adding $20, which is going to bring us to it should bring us to 281. So let's make sure that's what we have. 1, 2, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 1. And as a reminder for this sinking fund, if I need it for maintenance on my car, then that's totally fine. However, I think I want to save up for another car. So if we don't have to use it to pay for maintenance, then we will be continuing to add that for save up for another car. Oh, I didn't write that down. So car ended up with 281. Taxes, we are adding 25. So let's get this. We currently have 100. So 100, 120, and 5 is what we have currently in taxes. This was originally created for my property tax and registration for my car. But when I do my income taxes that are due April 15th, we're going to have to see what that's going to be looking like as well. I'm still waiting on a W-2 from one of my side hustles that I did last year. I don't have it yet, but as soon as I do, then we can kind of start working and seeing what that's going to look like. Again, I did not add that, so we're going to say 125 here. I already have ugly handwriting, so, and then by me not twisting this the way I need to be able to write, it looks even worse. But hopefully those numbers are looking somewhat legible for you. I do apologize. Let's just erase that and redo it. Make it 125. I don't know how much better that looks, but okay. For vacation, we are adding 20. So that should bring us to 158. So 100, 20, 40, 55, 6, 7, and 8. So we now have $158 in vacation. And I think I have a small road trip coming up, guys. I think it's not until May. But me and my best friend are thinking about doing a carry concealed class. And that class is about an hour and a half away from where we live. And so that means, and the plan is for us to just make a day of it, because, if you are a gun owner, then you know that the carry concealed class is there's an 8-hour requirement. So we're thinking about just making a day of it. And I'll need money for gas, we'll need money for eating out, because we would be eating out that day. So yeah, so that's what we're thinking about doing this year, is actually going and taking a carry concealed class. So I think that's what vacation might be used for. If you've been following me, you know that I have a new category, which is subs and fees. So I don't have an envelope for it yet, but I did go ahead and create a tracker for it, and it is actually, okay, we didn't write that down. Vacation had 158. Oops. Let me back up here and do 158. And then subs and fees, like I said, that's a new one for any annual subscriptions and annual fees that I have on my credit cards. So I have already ordered an envelope for this, but it just haven't come yet. It's another one that's similar to this, but I got it in a different color. So I'm waiting on that to come in, but I went ahead and created a tracker because we did go ahead and put some money in here. And so we added $50. That's what we started with, since this is new. So that is going to be $50. Oops. Wow. That is absolutely awful. Okay. So we're going to just grab a 50 out of our prop money, and I'm just going to slide this in here until my envelope actually comes. I also went ahead and ordered a social media envelope, because since that's more of a long term, my miscellaneous is kind of short term envelope. It was intended to be a short term envelope for things that I'm saving for short term, and and then I can use it multiple times for different things. So since my social media envelope is going to be long term, I went ahead and ordered a social media envelope, and I went ahead and got a subs and fees envelopes. I am looking to kind of do this a little differently. I'm thinking about making, because I need to add a second binder, and I'm thinking about making this one like my grown, like my responsibility, let's put it that way, my responsibilities binder, and then making my other one more of a fun binder. So that means for instance, that home, taxes, rainy day, those type of things would stay in this binder. But then my personal sinking fund, like J and vacation and gifts, would come out of this binder and actually go into my fund binder, and just kind of make this my responsibilities binder, because this is home, car, taxes, all of that is grown folks' responsibilities, okay? So that's what I am thinking about doing, but I'm still on the hunt for a new binder, so more to come on that. So let me just grab, I'm sorry, my calculator is all the way over here. Let's just grab the calculator and let's total up these numbers so that I can see, so we can make sure that this actually matches what I have in the bank. So I may try to get like a screenshot or something to insert, or I may just put the total on the screen from the actual account. But what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and add up these numbers, and just to kind of see what we come up with, what our total is for our sinking funds. So we have 210 plus 40 plus 170 plus 133. I can't even read my own writing, guys. Plus 224 plus 281 plus 125 plus 158 plus 50. So that gives us 1391. So let's go ahead and put this in here. We're going to write 1391 for my total. And I actually checked my account before I actually started recording this video. So I already know that this is correct. There's actually $13.95 in that account, and the other $4 and change is actually due to the interest that this money has earned. So I know that we are on track here, and this looks good. I know this is not a lot. I mean, I follow a lot of, budgeters on YouTube, and, they have like thousands of dollars in their sinking funds. And I'm like, okay, I hope to be that way one day. But, that's just indication that your journey is your journey, and it takes time to get there. Some of these people have been doing this for years, and that's why their totals are as high as they are. We will get there, guys. If you're in the same boat as me, we just have to continue stuffing what we can when we can, and we'll eventually get there too. Everybody's journey is their journey, and so don't compare your journey to someone else's. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed recording it. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Don't forget to let me know in the comments whether you already knew about the Regulation D rule related to savings accounts, or if that was some new information for you, or simply let me know if you want me to continue even providing these little tidbits of information, because I can certainly do that. I can provide some different things here and there. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. As always, I cannot leave without saying, please consider commenting, liking, and more importantly, subscribing to my channel. Please support me on this journey, guys. I can't do this without you. So thank you so much for all of the people that have already subscribed to my channel. You do not know how much I appreciate you. And that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.